No, the skies needed a voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the streets for the cause. Watching.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the Rams sit 7 and 8 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll drop to throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Rams 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get staggered up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now this defense for the Lions, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum, because they pitched a shutout last week. And I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level. And they're playing their best football at the right time of year.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Back to throw now on first down. It's caught by Randall. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. They're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. They'll set up a throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 85 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That will bring up fourth down and an 11-yard loss to boot. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
First down. Complete to number 1. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 8-yard line.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Swift is in for a Lions touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, 20. He will score. Touchdown.
And as we've taught the special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up. They're trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Back to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They're going to get after him one more time.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown.
Again, overtime. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Second and 2. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Rams 17.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're going to look to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It's a loss of 8 yards.
On play action, they'll throw.
At the 16-yard line.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Touchdown, Detroit!
DeAndre Swift with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
42, Rams 24. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he will not have a chance here to try for another touchdown. He'll sit tight, and they'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they come on 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right.
And this one too low. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is He's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 6.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter. As this
Ready. 6, 7.
now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21.
It's a gain of 10, and the Lions 1st down.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jahan Dotson
from 21 yards away.
And the Lions are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
56, Rams 31. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They run a draw here on second down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is Randall here over the middle.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. He'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. He's got his man Randall. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
A gain of 12 yards brings up fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Lions will take over. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Second and 14. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll look to throw here.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 70, Rams 31. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
They run a draw here on second down.
77 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can